All right, welcome to this free course on how to become a UGC creator in 2025. I'm going to go over everything step by step so you know exactly how to get started as a UGC creator. And all the info that you learn today, you'll be able to get started today. So let's just jump right in. All right, what will you learn in this course? So you're going to learn what UGC is, why it's exploding in 2025, and will continue to in 2026. I'm going to go over all the skills that you need to get started as a UGC creator, even just with your phone. All you need is your phone, by the way. I'm going to go over how you can build out your professional portfolio, even if you have zero video experience, like you don't have any video examples. I'm going to go over what you can do in that case and how to build out a portfolio for free. I'm going to go over where you can actually find paid UGC jobs and clients. We're going to go over how you could set your prices and maybe create some packages that you could sell to brands. And then finally, I'll show you how to scale this into a consistent full-time income if that's what you're interested in, or maybe you just want to earn a little bit of side money. Either way, being a UGC creator is great for both of those things. All right, so what is UGC? UGC stands for user-generated content, content like videos, photos, reviews that are created by real people, not from a brand. UGC looks more authentic, natural versus a typical polished ad from a brand. So just think of a regular person like you and me using their phone, talking into their phone, talking about a specific product, whatever it may be. Like say it's this light, for example, like, oh, I love using this light for my content, so on and so forth. So that is a UGC ad versus this specific brand, creating a highly polished video, high quality video about this light. Consumers want to see videos from real people like you and me about using this light. Brands love this type of content because it feels more relatable. And in 2025, companies are spending millions on UGC because consumers trust real everyday people like you and me over celebrities or like these influencers with millions and millions of followers. And more reasons why brands want UGC is because it blends in more with everyday social media content. Like I said, you're just filming it with your phone and it just blends in to somebody's For You page on TikTok, for example. Consumers want to see real people using the product, not some popular influence. And brands want to use these on their own social media pages. So again, it looks like real people are using their products, and they want to use them as paid ads. So paid TikTok ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and so on. So they could send traffic either to, TikTok shop or direct to their website on Amazon, whatever the case may be. And brands love UGC because this is a really great and easy way for them to get just a ton of content about their products. And plus, hiring for UGC is cheaper than creating like this highly polished ad with a marketing agency or something like that. UGC creators still make great money, but it's going to be less cost from the brand's perspective. Instead of paying an influencer with millions of followers, say you have to pay them, a couple $1,000s for a post, they could pay you $100, $200, $300 per video so they can use that, and it looks better than hiring an influencer or like a big marketing agency to create this like crazy polished ad. All right, so here are some examples of what UGC videos may be. So this one right here, I'll play it. This one's me promoting a paddleboard. This is also me right here promoting a cooler.
6 inches thick, 33 inches. This inflatable paddleboard is absolutely beautiful. Check out the padding on this thing. It comes with everything you need, including the paddle that's adjustable. It comes with this really nice backpack.
All right, you get the idea. So this is basically what UGC is and the types of videos that you will be creating for brands. All right, so here are the biggest benefits to being a UGC creator. You don't need any followers. You can do this even if you have 0 followers. In fact, it's even better if you don't have followers because these videos are not even going to be posted on your own social media accounts. These brands, like I said before, are going to be using it on their own social media accounts or as paid ads. So then once they pay you for the video, then they're going to use it how they want to use it. And when you're creating UGC videos or UGC services, something called usage rights. So this gives the brand the right to use your content, say, for 12 months. And after 12 months, they're not allowed to use it anymore. But I'll go over that a little bit more later. Again, there's a low upfront cost. So basically all you need is your phone, you need good audio, and you need good lighting. So everyone has a phone. Everyone has a phone with a camera on it. So that's pretty much all you need. Sometimes you might want like an external microphone just to make sure that the audio is a little bit better. And maybe if you don't have like good natural lighting in your house, you could get some external lighting, maybe something like this or a big, round ring light or something like that. You could get them on Amazon for relatively cheap. So I'd say the overall cost, if anything, if you want a mic and some lighting, maybe around $50. And then, of course, like I mentioned earlier, you could get started right away doing this kind of stuff. All right, what everybody wants to know, how much can you earn as a UGC creator? Obviously, this depends. Everybody is going to charge something a little bit different. It really depends on the type of content you create, how long you've been doing it, like maybe the results that your videos have gotten for other brands. But this is a big range. It could be anywhere from $50 to $500 per video. So I'm going to go over a little later on where you can find brands or where brands can find you. And one of the big sites that people use a lot is Fiverr.com. So on Fiverr.com, you could search for UGC creators and you're going to see a big range of prices. So, creators that have, say, hundreds of reviews, they could demand a little bit more per video, maybe $200, $300, maybe $400 or $500 per video because they have a lot of reviews, they have a lot of proven results. So maybe they could charge a little bit more. If you're just starting out, you could charge $50, $75, $100 per video, which in my opinion is still great because that stacks up over time. From what I've seen personally and just out in this field, the average is around $100 to $200 per video, which honestly is great for like a 30 to 60 second video. That's really, really good. Like I said, the more experience you have doing it, you can create really great videos. The more you could charge, the more brands are willing to pay you. So if you're just starting out with no experience, start on the lower end around 50 to 75 per video, so you could gain experience working for brands. You could add more videos and brands to your portfolio. And one thing you could do is offer packages of say 3 to 5 videos total in this package. It'll cost the brand less per video, but you're going to be making more total from that order. So say you charge $100 for one video. So say a brand wants to order 5 videos from you of a specific product. You could then charge, $60 per video, but you're selling a package of 5. All right, so here's a big one right here, skills and equipment that you'll need. I already went over that you're gonna need a phone, audio, and lighting, but some skills that you need to be comfortable in front of the camera. If you're just talking like this or just like, you're acting kind of shy, like you're not going to get jobs that way. You need to be confident and comfortable. Of course, have your own personality in it. Don't try to overplay it or, just be you. Just be you. Be comfortable in front of the camera, but be you. Don't try to be anybody else. If you don't want to be loud and like this big crazy, personality, don't do that because brands don't always want a person like that. But you still have to be, comfortable in front of the camera, obviously. Have good storytelling and good hooks. But one good thing about doing UGC is a lot of times when brands hire you, they're going to send you that script that they want you to read. So a lot of the times you don't even have to come up with the hook. You don't have to come up with good storytelling, but it's always good to have that skill. If you just want to create a video off the rip or a brand doesn't have a script, like you need to know how to create good hooks and a good story about the product that you're trying to sell. Like you don't want to oversell the product. You want to create a video that's like showing how this product has helped you doing this or showing how this product has like kind of changed your life. You don't want to be like, well, this is a light. It has 4 different features. Like obviously people want to see the features and stuff, but they want to see what it can actually do and why you love it. 3, know how to film with your phone. I think everybody knows how to do that. And then basic editing skills. So you can use CapCut. CapCut is free. They do have a paid version, but it's not necessary. You can use the free version. So if you just have basic editing skills, like how to cut out different pauses and how to add captions and stuff like that, like CapCut makes it really easy. If you don't know how to use it, just search a CapCut tutorial on YouTube. But another cool thing is some brands just want the raw footage. So if you just want to record a couple clips from your phone, reading a script, like some brands don't even want you to edit it for them. Like they want to do the editing and do all that stuff. So that's my favorite way of doing it because you could just film a couple clips, send it off to them, and you don't have to worry about the edits or anything like that. Another thing, basic understanding of short form trends and content on TikTok. So probably scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels all the time. So you just want to have a good understanding of certain trends and, kind of what's going on in the social media world and content nowadays. All right, now let's go over how you can create a UGC portfolio to send to your brand. So if you don't have any experience creating UGC videos for brands, just start creating sample videos with products that you already own. So again, I'll use this light, for example. If you have something like this, or maybe a beauty product that's something you love to use, like put on your face or do to your hair, make a video about that specific product. Just anything that you use daily, like electronics, stuff like that. Start creating short form vertical videos so you could add them to your portfolio so brands can just have an idea of the type of content that you can create. I say make at least 5 to 10 videos so you have a way to fill up your portfolio or any listing that you're creating on a marketplace such as Fiverr. And the different video styles can be lifestyle videos, unboxings, product demo, educational, trending content, and so on. Just scroll on TikTok in your niche to see what types of videos that other people are creating, and then try to replicate that with your own twist. And a little later, I'm gonna actually go through Canva and show you how you can create your UGC portfolio. But for now, let's just go over the next couple slides. So the next one is how to find brands and get hired for UGC. So there are UGC marketplaces. So there's Billo, Trend, Incense, Join Brands. There's a bunch of different ones. You can also just go on Google and type in UGC marketplaces. So you could sign up for these websites and brands will go on there and, hire you directly. I don't always love using these marketplaces because I feel like the pay per video is kind of low sometimes, but it doesn't hurt to be on there. And then freelance sites like Fiverr, Upwork, Backstage.com. I'll get to that in a second. So Fiverr is probably one of the most popular ones for UGC creators. I'll show you what that looks like in a second too, but Fiverr is great because you can create your own listings, you could set your own pricing, you can create packages, and there's a ton of brands that go on there and hire people for UGC. Backstage was typically for actors and stuff like that looking for acting gigs, but they now have a section for UGC. So that's pretty cool. Definitely recommend checking that site out as well. And then another big one is just direct outreach. This one takes time, but it could be totally worth it. Say you want to work with a very specific brand, send them a DM, send them an email. Another great way to find brands or have brands find you is create a specific UGC social media account that showcases all of your work. So I've seen this a lot on TikTok and Instagram, where you'll see, the person's name, say Brian, and then /UGC creator, and then it's just a bunch of examples of UGC or brands that they've worked with in the past. So here's an example of this creator right here. You can see in her profile, UGC, content creator, lifestyle, and beauty. And then her whole profile is just UGC examples. So you can do something like this. I think that's a really great way to, get your name out there. And you can see right here, this is her portfolio link. You could see it's Canva. So again, I'm gonna go over how you can build out a portfolio on Canva, but that's exactly what that is. So brands can click on that. They can view her whole portfolio and all of her information. So here's an example of an outreach message that you can use. So if you want to just screenshot that and use it as your own, go right ahead. You don't have to use this exact one. Go into ChatGPT and ask for an outreach message for UGC. Customize it however you want, but this is just a general idea of what you could say. Keep it short and sweet. Add your link, and that's it. All right, so I just jumped into Fiverr real quick, fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. So right here, I just typed in UGC videos, and right now you could see a ton of listings for UGC creators. So for example, let's click on Jared right here. So Jared charges $125 for a 15 to 20 second video. 30 second, $250, and for a 60 second, $325. He has 17 reviews. People seem to love the videos that he creates. So there's a lot of good examples here. So this guy charges $100, he charges $100. This guy charges $30. Let's see, 15 second UGC video, straight to the point, script writing, captions. $30, that's pretty cheap, but he might get a lot of orders. He's got 9 orders in the queue, so he's getting a lot of orders. So if you're just starting out, this is a great way to get a lot of orders is by, charging a little bit less. But don't undervalue yourself. If you're okay with making that per video, then that's great. But another thing to keep in mind with Fiverr is that Fiverr does take 20% of your order. So just keep that in mind. But obviously there's a lot of people on here, but when brands are scrolling through, they might look at you and be like, oh, this person looks great for my brand or whatever. You can add some video examples here. See, there's a video here of this creator. If you have a specific, if you have a specific language that you could speak in, you can add that. She can make them in Italian. That's really unique, and not a lot of people can speak Italian on here, I'm sure. So if you're able to speak a different language, or you have something that's a little bit unique that maybe brands could search for, I'll create Arabic UGC videos. That's awesome. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways that you can help yourself stand out on a site like this. So it's easy to sign up on here. It says switch to selling, create your account, create your whole profile, create your listing. So let's go to this guy's one. So you have the video here, and you could scroll through some different video examples that he has. Create your description, everything here. Just go through some other people's accounts and other people's listings and see what they have, and then you can, base yours off of that. But you want to make sure that your listing is complete and that you have all the good information, you have the good SEO, you have all these words in the title and description and stuff. But yeah, this is just a pretty good idea. So, he charges $80 for a 30-second video. That's great. So if you guys want to charge around $50 to $100 for a 30-second video, that seems to be kind of the average on here right now. There are a few people that, charge a lot more. So, this one is $200 for 15 seconds, up to $400. So, it really depends on, what you're comfortable charging and your experience. All right, now I'll go over how you can create your UGC portfolio in Canva. So go to canva.com, create an account if you don't have one, really easy to set up. And then on this page here, what should we create next? You could type in UGC portfolio. And this is going to give you a ton of templates that you can use. So if you feel like you don't really know what the kind of design that you're after, like just go through some of these templates that they have here and you can customize them however you want. Like I obviously suggest customizing them, add maybe a different font or different colors. You're obviously going to add all of your own information here, but say you really like this one, you can just go in, hit customize template, and then you could change everything in here to make it exactly how you want. But this is kind of the idea of what you're looking for here. And again, you can find other UGC creators online. Take a look at their portfolios, see what theirs looks like. You don't have to make it just like this. So go into Canva, get creative, take your time, add a description about who you are, add an about me, add all of your examples, add links to your different social media accounts if you have them that say link to other UGC examples or there's other ways to contact you. Add your contact information, add your email. And another big thing that you should do in here is add your pricing. So what you normally charge per video. Like I said before, if you have any packages, say you want to offer 3 to 5 videos as a package, you will add that as your pricing as well. All right, say you finish creating your portfolio in Canva. So how are you supposed to share it to people? So let me show you how to do that. You're going to go to share right here in the top right corner. Then you're going to click this little link down here that says website. It's going to give you a custom site URL. So you're going to hit publish right here. All right, so now your website on Canva is live. Click visit website. And now you have your portfolio that you could share to people just like this. Like, this is awesome. Super cool that Canva gives us this opportunity to share a link like this. So see this template that I have, I didn't edit anything in here, offers these price points right here. So add your services, add what you can offer. If you offer photography, add all of that in here. Add everything that you can offer, your pricing, everything. And then boom, just add this to your, social media links. Anytime you reach out to a brand, send them this link. It doesn't matter if it says my Canva site, whatever, who cares? Doesn't matter. Just send them this link and then they'll be able to view all of your portfolio examples and have all of your contact information right there. All right, as I said before, let's go over what are usage rights in UGC. So usage rights determine how a brand can use the content that you create. So typically when you're creating UGC videos and you're selling it to a brand, it'll include usage rights, but without usage rights, the brand can only post your video on their own social media, like as an organic post. They can't put ad spend behind it. With usage rights, the brand can run your video as a paid ad, purpose it across multiple platforms, or use it on their website, email campaigns, etc. So basically, if they're putting money behind your video, they need to pay you for the usage rights. So typically, say you create a listing on Fiverr. So Fiverr has a UGC category. So when you're creating a listing for UGC, there is a section for usage rights. So Fiverr already includes that in there, and any other UGC marketplace you're going to be on is going to mention usage rights. So say for a 15-second video, you offer only 3 months. If somebody wants a 60-second video, that's going to cost them a little bit more. You offer 12 months of usage rights. That means that brand is allowed to use your video in paid ads for 12 months. And after that, they want to use it again for your ads, they're going to have to pay you for additional usage rights. So that's another good way for you to, earn a little bit more money per video, is by tacking on additional usage rights. So you could choose to include usage rights in the cost per video or charge extra, like I just said, if you want to charge more past that time that you already agreed on. For example, if you include 12 months, they want to use it past that 12 months, you could charge them for additional rights. All right, so now let's go over how you can scale your UGC business after you get the ball rolling, after you get started. So you could shift from one-off videos to retainers. So instead of selling one video for 100, say to 300, offer a monthly package to a brand. So if this brand keeps coming back to you, or they really like the content that you create and they need content over and over, work with them on a monthly retainer basis. So for example, you can create 10 videos for them per month for $1,500 or $2,000, whatever the price you guys agree on. That's just an example. Brands love this because they always need constant fresh content for their ads and their social medias. Even 2 to 3 retainer clients can replace dozens of one-off deals. So say you get 3 retainer clients for $2,000 a month. That's $6,000 a month that you're making from just 3 brands. That's pretty awesome. Number 2, batch content creation. So plan and film multiple videos in one shoot. So just do it all in one shot. So if you want to film 5 a day, just do it all in one shot, so you're not like spending your entire day filming content. So just set aside 1 to 2 hours so you could just film everything in one shot. Number 3, raise your rates strategically. So again, if you want to start low, 50, 75, 150 per video. And then, as you get more clients down the line, as you get more reviews, say on Fiverr, you can then start to increase your pricing overall. Like I said before, charge more for additional usage rights, and then offer content bundles where, you can just make more per order, like I said before, but you're charging a little bit less per video, but you're still making more overall. Number 4 is to outsource specific tasks. So say you're really busy, you can outsource editing or captions, even script writing, stuff like that. Like if you really just want to focus on filming the videos, you don't want to focus on editing or anything else. Like if a brand needs editing, they want you to do it, you can outsource that. You can hire a virtual assistant to help with, client outreach and emails. You can hire a virtual assistant for pretty cheap. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys got a lot of information out of this how to become a UGC creator video. If you guys have any more questions about how to become a UGC creator or just any questions in general, let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more.